Hi guys, today we're going over the third grade worksheet for lesson 12. So for the first problems, we're going to have to write the amount based on the coins or dollars. So for number 1, we have 1 dime, 1 penny, 2 quarters, and 1 nickel. And so 1 dime is 10 cents, so it's 0.10. 1 penny is 1 cent, so it's 0.01, because it's like 1/100th of a dollar, so it's 0.01. 1 quarter is 25 cents, so it's 0.25. A nickel is 5 cents, so 0.05. And then we have another quarter, so 0.25. And then what we're going to need to do is add them all together. So we have 0.10 plus 0.1, that'll equal 0.11. We have 0.11 plus 0.25. We could write that on the side. 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 plus 2 is 3. We're going to have to point down. And then we have to add 0.05. 0.05. 6 plus 5 is 11, so we're going to write the 1 here and the 1 on top. 1 plus 3 plus 0 is 4. We're going to bring the point down, write the 0. And then, so we have 0.41. So now we have 0.41 plus 0.25 for the final quarter here. 1 plus 5 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. We're going to bring the point down here. We're going to add 0. And so for our answer for number 1, we're going to get 66 cents. Let's look at number 2 here. So we have $1, which is just 1, or 1.00, which is just the same thing. We know a dime is 10 cents, 0.1. We know a nickel is, or we know a penny is 1 cent, so it's 0.01. We have 2 more dimes. We know they're both 10 cents. So 1 plus 0.1, that'll equal, write that down here. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. We're going to bring the point down, 0 plus 1 is 1. And we know what 1.1 plus 0.01 is, and that's just 1.11. And then we have 1.11 plus 0.10. 1 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 1 is 2. We're going to bring the point down, 1 plus 0 is 1. And then we're going to have the final dime here. 1 plus 0 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. We're going to bring the point down here. 1 plus 0 is 1. So our answer for number 2 is $1.31. Let's move on to the next page. So we're going to have to fill in the tables here. And depending on the amount. So our value here is we have a dollar bill, we have quarters, dimes, nickel, and then a penny. So for here, we have 4 $1 bills, no dimes, no nickels, no pennies, and question mark amount of quarters. And our total value is $4.75. So to find the question mark first, we're going to have to subtract the value by the values we know. So 4.75. Subtract it by 4. 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 minus 0 is 5. 7 minus 0 is 7. We're going to bring the point down. 4 minus 4 is 0. So we have 75 cents. But to find the amount of quarters, we know that quarters are 25 cents each, so 0.25. And what we're actually going to have to do is divide this amount by the amount or the cost of the coin. So we have 0.75 divided by 0.25. And so we're going to have to find out how many 0.25s can go into 0.75. And it's actually 3, and 3 times 0.25 is 0.75. So we're just going to subtract them, and it equals to 0. So our answer for number 1 here is going to be 3. Let's move on to the next page. So we're going to have to use greater than, less than, or equal sign to compare the amounts of money. So for number 1, we have 3 $1 bills, 2 quarters, 1 nickel. For the right side, we have $2, 4 quarters, and 5 dimes. So for $3, that's just 3 times 1, which is 3. 2 quarters is 2 times 0.25. That's 0.5. So 0.5. And 1 nickel, which is just 1 nickel and 5 cents. We have $2, which is 2 times 1, equals to 2. 4 quarters, 4 times 0.25, because it's the cost of the quarters, and that equals to 1. And then we have 5 dimes. 5 times 0.1, because that's the cost of dimes, 0.5. So now we're going to add them all together. 3 plus 0.5 is 3.5. 3.5 plus 0.05 here is 3.55. So the left side is worth $3.55. Now the right side, we have 2 plus 1, which is just 3, and 3 plus 0.5, which is 3.5. So the left side costs $3.55, and the right side is $3.50. And we know $3.55 is greater than $3.50, so it's going to be a greater than sign. Let's move on to the last page word problems. So it says Joseph bought a dog collar for $4.75 and a leash for $6.38. How much money did Joseph spend? So this is the amount that he spent for a dog collar. Well, first, this is what the question is asking. How much money did Joseph spend? We're going to circle the important information. So he's bought a dog collar for $4.75 and a leash for $6.38. So what we're going to need to do is find the total cost. So we're going to have to add them together. So $6.38 plus $4.75. 8 plus 5 is 13, so we're going to add a 3 here and the 1 on top. 1 plus 3 plus 7 is 11, so we're going to add the 1 here and the 1 on top. We're going to have to remember to bring the decimal place down here. And so we have 1 plus 6 plus 4, which is just 11, so we can just write that out. And so our answer is $11.13. And that'll be it for today's worksheet. Thank you.